Look at them all piled up waiting for grub. Hungry pals. I've just fed these calves. They are now almost at ad-lib feeding, so they're on about 18 buckets. By the time we're at kind of 20 buckets, that'll be then at ad-lib, i.e. they've always got access to food and I'm not giving them grub in the morning. Okay, down in that little bit of wood, there's a few bits to chuck into the trailer that Kev's pulling behind me. This field's definitely looking a bit more yellow in places than this field. So this wasn't ploughed, this was ploughed. The stubble was just disc and straight in with the one pass. Not ideal. Putting a power harrow straight onto kind of stubble, and the stubble wasn't that short. Could do with cutting it a bit shorter. Bit of an experiment. There we go. There's actually quite a bit in there Kev's found. We found the trailer full of wood. There's still a few bits lying about, so we'll come back maybe this afternoon. I've got to go and see a man about a shed. I'm seeing two men about two sheds today. This is another bit of wood. There's a kind of burn that runs through the middle, so I was having a peek around here to see if there's anything cowed. A couple of bits there. There's a big tree that's cowed there. Don't know if I'll manage to pull that up. We'll be back at some point to pull more bits out, but there's a few pieces lying about, and this runs right the way up and round the corner a bit. There is guys who have pheasants here and come and shoot. We let out the wood for the shooters. So they use this bit. They've got a bit of a pen in there for the pheasants. I think we get a chain round that. The forklift will pull it up and out. That'll be 50-degree slope in there, I would say. And that's quite a chunk of tree. I think it might though. They are massive, these trees. What kind of age will be in that? 100 years, 150? No idea. Hello, buds. You want a scratch? Whoa, yeah. Silage wrap. We've got a big pile of it. It's a bit of a mess. Yesterday I ordered a Solway bin. So the same as those pig sheds, same company that makes them. They make bins and they recycle the silage waste. So I've got a bin ordered. It should hopefully be coming today or tomorrow. Just visiting a farm now where they've got two sheds kind of similar like this. Just having a look around the setup they've got. Scrape passages that get scraped every day. They bed every day with a bedder. Feed down a central passage. We're kind of deliberating whether we're putting a central passage in or not. Looking at how they're bracing the wind because it's a bit exposed where we are. Nice setup. It's got ideas going.
Build a shed and put something out to collect the rainwater.
Yes.
Well, that's not right.
Here's the silage clamp. The roof's just been on maybe 2 or 3 years now. It's 28 to the eaves. It's a good tall shed that, and he whacks all his bales up the top. He'll get about 700 in here. It's an absolute cracker. See the seam in there in his silage? Puts in 150 tonne of potatoes. And he's got the sheds, one here and another one down there. It's a really nice setup around here. There's bankings up there when these sheds got built. Scraped the topsoil back and made bankings round about, so that's good shelter for these sheds. They're open all the way around. There's no feeding on the outside, it's all down the centre passage. We're just going for a look at its handling facilities. It's good to look around all these things and get ideas. Cattle are all looking well. Here's a Charlie Bull for you. Hey beast. Here's a cross here, all handling undercover, lovely.
Yes, exactly.
This is a grain store behind there, and the lean-to they use for housing calves in there. Again, scratched passage, feed along the front here. And there was wind kind of howling off here. We're a bit raised up, exposed. So it's howling through there, so he sheeted that end. Not an expensive job to sheet an end like that, and what a difference it made, he said. So even though it is exposed here, the shed's sunk down a bit. There's a wall, an old wall here that kind of covers this edge. Same with that side of the sheets. Makes a difference. So we just need to think about the wind for us. Thank you very much, Billy, for showing us about, letting us see it, letting me video it as well. He's got a good setup. He's always trying to develop it and think of new things for the setup and how to improve it. So it's given us a good lot of ideas, and hopefully it'll reduce the amount of things we do wrong when we put up our own shed. We're never going to get everything right, but if we can get the most things right we can, then happy days. Anyway, thanks, Billy. Okay, about half of these hats are now sold. They're just about to be packaged up, sent out. Some of these are going into the farm shop. If you're at the farm shop, you can get them there. The rest are still available online. There's not too many left, so anyone who's bought one, thank you very much. And if you still fancy one, the link's down below. Right, this should hopefully... So this is the insulated box for the power washer. Just insulated it the other day because it's frosty. Oh yeah, we're talking now. This should be fine now in cold weather. Maybe unless it gets down to minus 17. If the weather's like that, we'll take it out here, but ploughs are now winding me up. We've narrowed it down to 2. We're figuring it all out. And then one of them, they've got a demo and a new one. They sold both of them, and the next stock due in basically is going up 6% in price. Should have bet the bullet on one of them. Oh, that looks gloopy. Oh, well, there's lots of metal shavings in there. Oh, there's loads. Definitely a tooth being chewed up. Whoa. I reckon there's something broken. There you go. There you go. Yep, it's goosed. Oh, yep, brilliant. So the bearing that would normally sit in there is, the casing's collapsed, so it can't sit there. So that's what transfers the power. So this is a clutch here. It's a, what do you call them? Centrifugal clutch. That engages into this flywheel, which turns the shaft in there. See it? And that shaft in there engages with the output shaft, which is usually mounted on that bearing, but that bearing has, well, the bearing's all right, but it's collapsed from the casing. Oh well. Right, we'll leave that for now. I've got stuff to do. Goodbye, engine. Mostly humped. Cheers for watching. Don't forget, hats, bunnets, tammies. If you fancy one, the link's down in the description. Get it before Christmas, hopefully, fingers crossed. Cheers for watching. See you tomorrow.